welcome to Knitting and Tiffany's with Added Bling. This is episode 75. That's what I just said, right? Right. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Aryn.
Welcome if you're a new viewer, and welcome if you're a return viewer. Today we are going to talk about our yarn crawl that we went on and how fun it was. But first we're going to start with diamonds or...
In the rough.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Projects we've been working on.
I have a migraine. That's why I can't think straight. So if I mess things up, you'll know why. It's been a 4-day migraine now and I can't get rid of it. Okay, so am I starting
yeah, you
with
can go.
it? Okay.
Start with it.
So I'm still working, and I mean still, this might be a year project, Aryn. I know you were saying
I told you it was going to be a year project.
Yeah, it could definitely be a year project. I am into a new ball of yarn,
cool.
which is good. But I've worked on this a bit. That's as much as I've worked on it. That whole inch was what I've worked on. But that's because I put it aside. Oh. We're going to have a kitty tail.
Oh, kitty tail, yeah. I think he's just going across and he'll be on his way in a moment.
Yeah, it's okay. So this is the alpaca yarn that I'm using from Drops, and I'm still really enjoying knitting with it. I love the feel of it. It's almost to the width, I guess, I need on the angular bias, and it still has, I think, 20 stitches to go, if that, I don't remember. It's okay. And you gotta do kitty pets in between. You just can't see because the kitty's right here. Mr. Trouble's right there.
See, cat butt.
Oh, there's cat butt.
You're being so bad today. Just sit.
Yeah, that's okay. So this is going slowly, and I only pick it up when I have nothing else to knit on, or I get a snack food with something else, and you know I need something else. But it went to, so I'm in my second ball. I did full one ball, so that's 2 and then a half of another. So like 7.5 balls to go.
I know, but you know it's going to take a while.
But yeah, and I guess there's no kind of rush, but
yeah,
it's gonna happen when it happens. You know, I have other things.
You want the finished item.
Oops. I do.
Yeah.
I told you that was one of the ones where I would have been happy. I could have just bought the finished item and not have to knit up, and I would have been really happy with that. But I'm working on another project that I'm actually loving, and it's called Free Time by Shannon Squire. And if you haven't seen these yet on Instagram,
I think you showed these last episode, right?
Yes, I love them. Love them. So I'm doing exactly what the pattern calls for, and I bought the 3 patterns because it was a great deal, and I liked the other socks, and one of them was a DK, so which is fun. I put it in my Fat Squirrel bag. Now this bag I got at SSK, and it just reminds me with the
that you're not there.
Well, it reminds me that I'm not there, but so these are called Fireflies. Is that what they are?
So bad.
They're bums light up. That's all I know. And so one of the years when I was SSK, Jan, we were walking by and it was nighttime, and all of a sudden I see these like flashes of light. I'm like, what is that? And Jan catches one and opens them up, and I'm like, oh my god, their bums light up. I'm like, how cute is that? I've never seen fireflies before that, so that was a first for me. And when Amy Beth had this bag, I'm like, I have to get it because that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of all my friends. And Jan's actually there now enjoying SSK, and so are my other friends. And it's okay. You know what? This year I wasn't like the years before where I had to be there. This year was different for me, and I'm a big girl. I want to actually try out some new retreats. Okay. I think that's what this year was. Why I don't have any, like I have none this year that I'm attending, and I think it's because I wanted a break, and I think next year I might want to try something new. Okay. Because I do enjoy like going to retreats, and I love seeing my friends, and I love meeting new people. But I think I need something new. Sorry, that was a side tangent. Anyways, this is the yarn I'm using, isn't it?
It looks like almost exactly like the pattern.
I know, it's kind of funny, except she has more yellow in hers. I have no yellow in mine.
But still.
So this is Ba yarn, and it is Falling in Love colorway, and it's absolutely gorgeous pink. And this here is Flock yarn. It actually is Canadian. This would actually kind of fall into our Cal if I wanted to. This is a Canadian yarn. It's a bad mushroom boob now. Whatever. It looks like an ice cream cone. Ice cream there. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is speckled. This is called Stardust. I really love this. So the 2 of them together is what I'm using. Now, I'm doing... This is the funny thing. I'm doing from the inside and the outside
Okay.
on both balls.
Okay.
Because I'm doing
you're doing
two at a time
with two
toe
colors?
up with 2 colors. Let me tell you. Let me show you the little bit of a nightmare that I had because when
You think?
No, it was only because I cast it on okay. It wasn't my cast on. It was when I joined the second color, I didn't look how, and now I have a bit of a tangle.
Okay. So you're going to have to keep untangling those.
It doesn't untangle.
Yeah. I know. I mean, you're going to have to keep, like, working it through. Like, it's not...
This is going to stay until my socks are done.
I know, that's what I mean. You're going to have to keep dealing with that.
I just deal with it. So that's not a big deal for me. It's okay. I can get through that. These are knitting up amazingly. So I have to tell you, I'm really enjoying these. I'm just trying to unroll them because they're rolling on me. Look how amazing that is. Like, they're just so pretty. That's the back, and so the back is already getting that self-striping.
So it's straight. Oh, that's the back.
It's not like self-striping, but it's striping because of the pattern.
The 2 colors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm really enjoying that. So you can see that. And the front, oops, before I drop it off my needles was probably a good thing. The front is where you're getting the pattern and doing all of that. So that's my toe. I'm into, I think, the second set of pattern now. Yeah, second set of pattern. And I just keep doing this pattern until I get to where my gusset would be, and then I start that. Okay, so did you notice something about my needles? So I'm using the Chiagu Twist, Mini Twist.
Where did you get that idea?
Needles. You told me to try them. Remember,
because they're awesome. They're so good.
I bought them.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you see them? So I have to say, I tighten them with the little key that comes with it. It's a sharp. It just reminds me of like a T-pin.
It's like a little T-pin, yeah.
And then I used my rubber grips from my Hiya set, and one of them I didn't do, and I just wanted to test it because that was the one that came loose. So once I did it back, I have not had a problem with them coming loose again at the join. And I have to say, these I think are almost sharper than my Hiya's in a way, but they're not.
But they're not.
They're just, the point's different on them.
It's like the taper of the point makes it so it seems sharper and that it can get into those stitches.
Right.
But they don't prick your fingers.
Well, I don't use my fingers. I use my nails.
I can tell you, because I do use my fingers, they don't prick your fingers.
Yeah, I use my nail when I have to push on it. The only thing I don't like, well, it's not that I don't like. I'm used to using, with the Hiya's, I can push, like, if I need to push my needle back through, I can. With this, the cords are so flexible,
more flexible
that I can't. So what I have to do is I have to pull the cord from the side. And I'm always pulling the cord from the side, which I'm kind of worried about, but we'll test it out and see how that works. Otherwise, I really am enjoying these for socks. Maybe almost more so than my Hiya shirts or my Hiya's.
I like them more than Hiya's, yeah.
So
for socks,
this was a good recommendation from you to try them, and I really enjoy them. And it's they're knitting up great, and I'm having fun using these Chiagus to do that. So technically, I could add this into the cowl, but because it only has one skein, that's Canadian yarn, but it's okay.
It's still something as long as you can tie it in. We'll talk about the cowl in a minute.
Yes, and so I just wanted to let you know the pattern that I'm using, the free time. I'm just pulling up the other one so you can see. It's from Socks for Busy Bees 3. So this is the other one there. And then there's a whole 3 series of patterns that come with that. And I have all 3 of them, and they're great. Downtime, spare time, and the free time is what I'm working on right now. So I'm really enjoying them. And one's a DK. The downtime's a DK.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I'm enjoying that one. So that was it for my 2 whips that I have. They're technically non-cowl.
So mine, that is not cowl, like absolutely not cowl related, is my Desert Vista Dye Works monthly socks for July. And I have finished 1 sock.
Very good.
Yeah, so I haven't cast on the second one yet. So this is what I have of this project. It's the Molokai color. And I did a German short row heel. I didn't do any cutting here, so to keep my stripes continuous, so there's a little bit of a stripe jog there, but that doesn't bother me. But yeah, other than that, it's just a plain vanilla sock. So I still think I'm in better shape than last month, because last month with the week to go, I still was on my first sock. We're we got what, 11 days left?
Do we?
10 days? 10 days. I think it's the 21st, right? Anyway, we have
Something
about
like
10
that.
days left of the month, and I have my first sock done. I think I can get another, my second sock done, so yeah.
Yeah. Cast that on soon.
I need to do that because
So
that's what gets you going.
sock,
Yeah. As soon as I cast that sock on, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And we will be at the library many days this week. So yeah, I just need to get that cast on, and it should be done by the end of the month.
Perfect.
Because I have a week and a bit, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you can do that. No problem.
But I really like this color, and I'm looking forward to
do
wearing
like
it. Because I wear this pink, and then in the winter when I have my gray leggings, I think this will be really pretty.
I do. And this is like a tangerine color, like a pale.
It's not peach,
No.
but it's not orange. It's just a really nice.
It's very nice.
And it goes well with the other colors, so.
And I like that gray, that it has the darker spots in it too.
Yeah, there's like a variegated gray there. There's like little specks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really like this
So
color.
talk about DVD. Did you get your shipment yet? Mine just got noticed that mine shipped out.
Yeah, no, I got mine. I'll show it next time.
Okay, perfect. Oh, I should have mine probably for next time. Then we can do that. Perfect.
Yeah, no, I got my skis.
Excellent.
Yeah, we used our discount.
Yes.
Yeah.
So mine I just got notified.
And I got the email about my free skiing because I got to the 6 months, and I sent that email in with the color that I want. So
nice.
I don't think it's shipped because that just happened, but that will be on its way soon.
Excellent.
Too. Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk about our CAL now.
Okay.
So our CAL is the Canadian, it's the patriotic CAL. So it's hashtag is here. And it's our patriotic CAL. As long as you can tell us why it's patriotic to you, you can join our CAL. And this one is no whips. It's all brand new. And has to be started from July 1st, and it goes till August 31st. It is a fun CAL. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time, and I've seen some people post some great projects already in our group, and so it's been fun. Do you have yours with you?
I have mine right here. Yep.
Excellent. So mine is still in my artistic bag. I love this bag. How can you not? It's got pretty flamingos. It's totally summer.
Yeah, it is totally summer.
It's just loving it. So I'm working on the Jody shawl. That is from Hohi Locatelli, and I can show you my yarns. So this was my first yarn I used, which I already broke off because I don't need it anymore. This is Two Guys yarn, and the MCM base, and the colorway was titanium. Yes, titanium. Woohoo, I remembered that one. This one here, funny, it almost looks similar to the one I'm working right now.
It's like, it looks like your socks.
Yeah, it does. This is also DK, and this one here is Holiday Yarns, and this is Nora's birthday cake. Loving that one. This one here is Ginger Twist Studios from the UK. That's really hot. That's really bright pink on there, but I don't think it's that pink.
It's pretty pink.
And I forget the name of this one. That's okay. See? What is their name of this one? Hot Fuzz. Cool. Okay, so those are my three colors I'm using for the Jody shawl. And if you guys have knitted the Jody shawl or are knitting it now, please message me.
I was going to say, you need to message her.
I need some help.
Because, yeah.
I've even left it because it's somewhere. So I've gotten a lot done. Actually, this is the front of it. Not that it probably makes a difference, but I finished the first section. I finished the second section. Okay, so this is the second section here. And I even started the third section. That's where look at that hot pink coming in there. It's stunning. Okay, so I'm into the lace section, and I think I'm in I think it's like the 6th row or something like that. And I've counted my stitches, followed the pattern 4 times now. I'm not kidding you. And I'm still off at the end. For whatever reason, I have extra stitches. The pattern, either I have extra stitches because I follow the pattern and there's 4 extra stitches, or I don't know what I'm missing. And I tried to go back and look at my previous rows from what I knitted, and everything I can see matches. I don't know what I've missed. Unfortunately, there's no total of stitches that you're supposed to have at this period of time for your row count, so I can't match that up. I noticed some people had questions about this too, but there's no answers anywhere. So if anybody has any answers, please message me. I'm CraftT on Ravelry. You can put it in the notes here. I don't care. Just help me. Someone, please help me. I would have had this done probably this week, but I've put this in the bag corner. because I can't figure this out. And it drives me nuts when I can't figure it out. At first I thought I was losing my mind. And then by the time I counted it the third time, I thought, okay, this is it. I'm done. It's getting, put away because I can't figure this out. And then I read threads and stuff, couldn't find anything, and now I counted it fourth time.
But I thought you have seen people comment that they've had problems too.
I have. I just can't find the answers. There's no answers. Things have been deleted, or there's no answers that are public.
There's nothing in the group. There's nothing where someone has answered why.
Yeah, not in the comment thread of the actual pattern. Nothing that I could find. So if anybody has any answers or anything that can help me with this, please let me know, because it's in timeout and I really wanted to finish this and have this done. I really enjoyed knitting it, so please let me know. So that's it for the cowl for me, and that's what I'm working on. And my bag's Canadian and the pattern's Canadian. Inspiration.
Inspired by Canadians.
Inspired by Jody from the Grocery Girls. And so that's how that... and one of my yarns was Canadian. So I have 3 things that are Canadian in that one. Yeah. And yours?
Mine is, I'm working on my pair of socks, and these are the Stressless Socks by Carolyn McPherson, who is Canadian. Yes. And I am using a Canadian yarn. So I am using this yarn here, which is from Dyed by Lindsay. It's her cobblestone base. She doesn't name them, so I don't know what the color is. But it's really, really pretty. It's like browns and golds and teals, and it's just... My brother picked this out for a pair of socks for Christmas, and I think it's just a really nice manly mix. I like how it's working up. So the main thing with that pattern is that it's got a garter toe, and then it's got a garter sole, garter heel, and I think it's got a garter back, but everything else is just stockinette. So it's still kind of mindless, but it's not totally boring.
Right.
So I got a little bit further. I think I've added about 2 inches since last time. So this is the front here, and that's the little bit of the garter toe. And then I've got that working up the foot, and there's the garter back. And I like how this yarn is working in both the stockinette and the garter, because sometimes with some yarns, they look better in one than the other. And the way that this is dyed, I think it looks pretty nice on both sides.
Do I like the colors the way they knit?
Yeah, so it's not like doing weird pooling on one side and not on the other. Like, it's just very even. So I like how these are going. So I just have to keep going and then get to the heel. So they're a little slower than normal socks just because on the back of each row I kind of have to pause and be like, okay, am I doing a knit row or a purl row? Because when you're doing it in the round, garter is knit and purl versus just knitting it all the way around. So they're a little bit slower, but I think they're going to make a really nice finished sock, like a really squishy...
They do look squishy already.
Yeah, like I think, I haven't made my brother's any socks like this before, and I think they're going to be just... I'll have to try them on when they're done, but I think they're just going to be a really squishy, comfy sock, so hopefully he'll like them. But yeah, I'm enjoying them. They're just slower than regular socks.
I have my pair of cotton socks that I did the heels. They were for like plantar fasciitis, and I did the heels in a garter. And you started with the heel first, and it was more like a triangular or a diamond shape, I should say. And actually, I do feel that like it has more of a cushion. Yeah. So it is nice.
Yeah. No, I think these will be comfy. So yeah, I am enjoying
Very nice. So yeah, so our cowl is still on till August 31st, and you can add as many projects as you like.
Yep. There's no yardage requirement.
No, this is a fun, easy cowl.
It can be any project. Just let us know how it ties into being patriotic for you.
And I love hearing some of the stories, so that's really fun to read through. Okay, so that's all I have. That's all you have?
That's all I got.
Excellent. So let's move on. We don't have any finished objects today.
No, we have a yarn explosion on the table,
but yes, we went on our lakeside yarn crawl, and we spent 2 days going to all the shops.
A little bit yesterday. We did a few shops yesterday, and we did the rest of them today, and then you had done some before.
Yes.
But yeah, so just as a reminder, with our stash challenge for this year, we had a rule in place where we could purchase yarn during the yarn crawl because we knew we were going to do it. We did it the last 2 years.
That's right.
And the rule that we put in place was that we could buy a total of the equivalent of 1 skein per shop. So it didn't have to be 1 skein literally per shop, but there was 12 shops over the yarn crawl, so we could each get a total of 12 skeins over the course of the whole thing. Wow. So, you know, you could get 6 skeins at one shop if we were doing a garment, and then
that's right,
bits and pieces there, but we could get a total of 12. But neither of us maxed out.
No. Nope. Like, it was tough. There were some really nice yarns in some of these shops, and we were very mindful again.
It made me
what
think a little
needed.
more. Like I made a point of, I went into it knowing that I was looking for self-striping yarn, and you were looking for some garment stuff. But I made a point of not just picking something up for the sake of picking something up.
That's right.
It had to be something that I had in mind, or that worked for a project that I had in mind for the future, or something like that. So yeah, I'm happy with what I got, but I didn't get 12 skeins. Yeah.
Yeah. I the 3 skeins that I got were at home. You showed
Well,
those.
you showed those last time, yeah.
There was no other skeins that I purchased.
Yeah. She tried.
I tried.
Yeah. You want to make that tank top?
I do. Have you seen that tank top from Paper Daisy Creations? Is it?
I think it's
Rafaela?
her newest release.
It was brand new.
Yeah.
It is amazing. So I've been looking for yarn for that in my stash, and I found some, but I don't have enough yardage. Wah wah. Doesn't that suck? I'm not used to having like in my stash. My quantities don't have yardage. It's usually 1 skein here, maybe 2 skeins if that, but nothing past that. And so I can combine 2 colors, but
yeah, but
I'm
I wouldn't
not
do that.
sure.
I don't think you're gonna wear it.
I don't know. Yeah, and I was trying to find like 2 colors I might like together instead of 2 colors that are just like, hey, I just got yarn for it, because I don't want to knit something up to be like, I enjoyed that, but then it's like, oh, I don't know if I like the colors and would I wear it, because I really like that pattern.
Yeah.
I think it's called Rafaela or Rafaela.
I don't remember.
I forget.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. So couldn't find anything for that really on the yarn crawl either that just popped out that said this is going to be that top. And it's hard to find a wool silk blend. Not all these yarn shops carry a lot of indie dyed stuff either. It's more
but
commercial.
it didn't have to be indie dyed. It was just that blend, a DK weight wool blend. The original was done in a wool silk, but like it just a wool blend, and it was just hard to find something that was a wool blend, DK weight, in colors that you like.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
that's okay. We found other stuff.
I had a bit more luck because I was just looking for self-striping yarn.
Yeah, exactly. So where
did we start yesterday?
Yesterday we started. I don't remember.
It's a purple sock.
Purple sock. Yeah. See, it's because of my migraine. I don't remember a thing. We got to see Lynn. I love seeing Lynn, and I love seeing her shop. And her granddaughter is there helping her, Shelby, which was really nice. And so, what did you buy from Lynn?
I got some self-striping yarn.
Of course you did, because that's what you were looking for.
That's what I was looking for. I've been wanting to try this line of yarn. I've just been looking for a colorway that I liked, and of course they put the price sticker right over where it shows what the socks look like.
Oh, of course they did, because
Yeah,
that's
of
how
course
it
they
works. And is this sock that you bought, is it for brothers?
No, I have it in
Dennis?
mind for Dennis, but I mean it could end up being for my brothers. I don't know. I had been looking, so the last couple of shows we've been to, I have also looked at this line of yarn as well, but there was no colors that I really liked. So it's the Regia Perfect. So I've seen lots of people knit these up, and I really like the idea of them. But yeah, I saw this color, and I just thought that would be really cool for either Dennis or my brothers. I think any of them would wear it. But they just look like they'd be really fun to knit up. So I picked this up at Lynn's, and then I always get some tea there because she has a whole wall of tea. And I always get some tea. So I got some peach tea. It's a fruit and herb tea, which I don't usually get, but for the summer I like to make iced teas, and I thought that this would make a really nice peach iced tea. So I picked up that, and then I did get something else. She had some cards. So I got this because I have a swap coming up, and I thought that might be nice to put in it.
That will be.
Yeah, so that's what I got from Lynn.
Excellent. So from Lynn, I ended up getting another puppy snip because again, you can't have too many puppy snips. A higher puppy snip, and her wallet tea is my favorite. I go there and I have to.
She smells all the jars.
I smell all the jars.
Yeah.
She has these little jars, and they have samples of all the teas, which is nicer than sticking your face in like a big jar. And I really like that. So you can shake it up and open it up and smell it. And Avery was with us, so she was having fun, and we were smelling teas together.
She loves smelling teas too. Yeah.
And it was, she got some new teas in. So I got myself a raspberry tea, and this is a caffeine, so it's a fruit and herbal tea, which is rare because normally raspberry teas come as black teas, and it's very rare to find them in a fruit and herb tea. And I'm a total, I don't drink any caffeine, so I love herbals. I'm a herbal junkie tea. But I also like rooibos. That's another one of my favorite teas. And I love Lynn's tea, so it's always fun to do that. She had great yarn there, but again, I didn't want to buy one skein. and I didn't want one skein of hedgehogs, even though I was dying to get one skein of hedgehog.
She always has really nice colors of hedgehog.
She had vivid yarns. She has
that one that we can't say. Like we can't. It's not that we can't say it, but we cheetah or something.
Anyway. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's beautiful. She had a lot of really nice colors of that.
She did. They were stunning. Very well saturated colors. And of course she has Alegria. I think that's how you pronounce it. And you know, I love that yarn. So there was some tough stuff there. And then she had some new stuff in too, which was nice. So it was tough. It was a tough shop not to buy. Then we hopped in the car, went on our way, and we stopped off at
Pearl 3
in Aurelia. Yeah. And so they were getting ready for a trunk show they were having today with, it was Lizzie-Ann, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Lizzie-Ann.
Lizzie-Ann today.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately
there was a bunch of stuff happening today that we didn't go, because like Angie's had something going on today too.
Angie had
we'll get to that,
dyeing, she had yarn dyeing.
Yeah, she had a yarn dyeing thing today.
And downtown they were having Essence of Autumn.
Yep.
I would have loved to be there.
And you love her.
I want her this yarn I want from her. So yeah. But so yeah, Pearl 3. What did you get?
I got some Lizzie-Ann yarns, and so
nice.
She had this. This was a color that she dyed just for the crawl, exclusive
for the for the shop, I believe it was, and the crawl.
For the shop, for the crawl though too as well, right? Yeah. So she dyed it exclusively for Pearl 3 for the Lakeside Yarn Crawl, and it's called Monarch. So all the colors are for like monarch butterflies, and I got this because I don't have anything like this already, so it didn't fit into my self-striping yarn, what I was looking for. But I have nothing like this, and I really, really like the pops of this reddish pink. I think if it was just the orange and blacks, it wouldn't have appealed to me as much, but I really, really like those pops of pink. And then she was saying that she knit up something, and she's like, there's all these colors that you don't expect to see, and as you knit, they just kind of show up. And so I was like, you know what, this is really pretty, and I don't have anything like it. And it was an exclusive, so I picked that up. So that's what I got from Pearl 3.
Yeah. She also said that like there was sections of it when you start to knit up, it does actually look like the monarch butterfly.
Yeah, like, oh, look at that section right there.
Yeah, look at it was so pretty.
Yeah, there's just a really interesting yarn different.
Yeah, so that was really nice.
The colors, so I got that from Pearl 3.
I didn't get anything from Pearl 3. I was so good. I'm so shocked at myself. And then we hopped in the car again, and we drove along another way, and what was yesterday?
We went to Alliston next.
Oh, that's right. We weren't going to stop there. We were like, no,
we were going to go straight through to Angie's because we didn't think
they were open.
It was going to. We were going to get there just as they were closing or after they were closing. So we're like, oh darn, we missed it. We'll have to do that one tomorrow. Right. We'll just go right to Angie's. And then as we were passing the plaza, it was like
I'm like, let's just
it was just 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I'm like, let's just try it. Worst comes to worst, they're closed. We keep going to Angie,
right? Yeah,
because we're just passing through there. I said, and best thing is we pop
worst case scenario, we keep going. Best case scenario, they are open, and we don't have to do that one tomorrow, right?
And so guess what? They were open now, and it's a new shop. So
it's
a new location.
It's a new location because they were moved out of their old location, and they're So I don't know if she's staying there.
Roger's store took over her old location, and this new location has Roger's store at the front of it.
So it's a little confusing.
And she's at the back of it. So if you pull up, you see Roger's sign. That's the store.
Yeah, you see both signs. Just keep going. Go in and just walk to the back.
Yeah.
Because when you first walk in, you're like, no.
You're like, I'm in the wrong place.
This isn't a yarn shop. Like, keep going to the back.
That's right. And at the back of the store, it's massive now.
She's got a lot more space now.
A lot of space, which is nice. And has all her yarns, more buttons, I think, this time. And she had a little bit more, what do you call those?
I don't know if she had,
I don't think she had those last time.
No, I don't think she did.
So what do you call that? Like an accessory?
Accessories.
So she had a little bit more accessories now this time. So I didn't buy anything.
Yeah, so I was glad she had accessories because I wasn't looking for any of the yarn that she has. But she had some buttons, so I got some buttons.
I like these.
And can you guess why I got these? Okay, so pink and purple buttons. Who could those be for? I don't know. I don't have a project in mind for these, but I have so much yarn stashed for Avery for garments that I am sure these will be used at some point and will work with something because she will tell you her favorite colors are pink and purple then all the other colors after that. So I know these will be used, and I thought they were reasonable, and they're pretty. They're like a shell, a pearly shell. And then she had these baskets of slipper soles, like the ones where you just sew them onto, the suede that you sew onto slippers. So I got one size for Avery, and this one just has a foam insert, but this one has like a...
is it the sheepskin?
I don't know if it's actual sheepskin, but it's that kind of fabric on the inside.
Very
So
nice.
it's kind of lined with a sheepskin-like fabric. And so I got these for me, and I got these for Avery, and these were half off.
Oh, were they really?
Yeah. Like, they were already
That's a great
reasonably
deal.
priced, because I've seen things like this, and they're like $20, $30 plus.
Yeah.
So they were already reasonably priced, and then they were half off.
Very nice.
So they were basically nothing.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
got those.
That's excellent. So after that, we hopped in the car again, and we drove over to the knitting basket.
Then we went over to see Angie.
and we saw Angie.
Yeah.
Hi, Angie.
Yeah.
I love seeing Angie. And we walk in there; it's pitch black.
Yeah, we were, because it said open, because we're
after
like,
5.
okay, it was after 5, and we're like, oh, maybe
feel bad.
we were pretty sure that she'd be there and that she'd be okay with us coming, but we weren't sure. But we went to the back and it said open, so I was
Yeah,
like,
the door
okay,
said
yay,
open.
it's open, and the door was unlocked, so we're like, yay, and then it was like black. We're like,
Oh no,
Angie,
we're like, hello.
are you here?
Yeah, and she's so sweet. So
Yeah.
her and T-Bone
Yeah.
greeted us,
Yeah.
and we
T-Bone
got
kept
to-
Avery occupied while we left her.
completely.
Oh my god, the poor dog.
But it's okay. They got along very
Yeah.
well, and she had someone to play with.
Yeah.
Well, so she was being occupied while we were shopping around for yarn. And Angie was so busy, and especially getting prepared today because she was doing a dyeing class in her backyard, which is beautiful. She had it all set up. And see, Angie, I told you it wasn't going to rain today, and it didn't rain. So I hopefully it didn't drizzle over here, because where we were, it drizzled a little
Just
bit
a
today.
tiny little bit though.
But
It was
yeah,
like barely anything.
it was and it didn't last for long, maybe like 10 minutes if that. So I hope you had a great day with your class, but we had fun there, and as I said, there's always, you can find something in Angie's.
Yes.
Like,
She has a really nice assortment.
she has such a nice
You
assortment.
have to look in every corner.
Sorry. Yeah, that's true. You do. You have to look in every corner, up and down every shelf, because you never know what you can miss.
3 times.
And just in case. Well, you know what? Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave her store without, realizing you missed something good. And she keeps getting new stuff in every day. And you know what? I bought something from there, but it's not part of our...
Yes, because it's for
a
a commission, and
Yeah.
I had in the rules that commissions don't count.
Yeah, and it's a commission project,
Yeah.
but I saw this the second time around. So I picked this up, and it's Rico Baby, and it's a classic DK, and I don't know, that might be more of the color. It's stunning. It's turquoise.
It's turquoise, yeah.
So a friend of mine is having her first grandchild, and they don't know what the sex is going to be, if it's boy or girl. Her daughter-in-law does not want to reveal that, which I think is great. Probably the only, I guess, one thing in life you can still have a surprise and not know. And so she asked me to pick up something turquoise, and it's something up for the baby, which I'd be happy to do. It needs to be done by October.
Yeah, you
which
have
means I
lots
got to start on it soon.
I know, but baby stuff takes no time.
No, I know that. It's just that I'd rather have it done.
Yeah, just do it, and then you can put it
and
aside.
put it
and then,
aside
yeah.
and have it ready for her, and she can
Then
come pick it up
instead
whenever
of
she
rushing,
likes than
yeah.
rushing in the last minute. So I'm loving this. Now this is they're 50-gram skeins. I just wanted to see if there was a colorway on it, but there's probably not. It's probably a color number.
Yeah.
It's number 048.
Yeah. I bet if you looked at it online, they might give it a color name, but usually on the bands, they just have numbers.
Yeah, 048 and 1719990.
One's a dye lot, so.
One's a dial-out, yeah. But yeah, so it's beautiful. I love it. And it's actually really nice and soft.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really nice. And it's called Rico Baby, just again so you guys can see that. If I could hold it straight, we're good. There we go. So this is a commission. So this is what I got at Angie's. That was my big buy.
And my big buy was some silk spray, the flatter spray, so you can use this on finished objects. That's my intention, is that you can spray finished objects with it, especially like if it's in between. You don't really need to wash it, but they just need to be kind of perked up. You can use this to spray on like your knitwear and stuff, and it will just kind of freshen it up, freshen them up. So
I use the pineapple one.
yeah,
And what I do is
I think she just had the scentless, so that's fine.
Okay. I spray my sweaters when I spray them before I put them in my Ziploc bags to store them for the winter.
Yep. So you said
Or
you
summer.
can use a steam, so you can spray them and then steam it and then repeat, and then I think it does other stuff too, but smoothing spray, so it can get wrinkles out. So I think you can use it on like actual clothing and like to get wrinkles out as well. But
use it on your sheets and stuff.
I could. But I bought it for knitwear when I just want to kind of not do a full wash, but just
freshen it up.
freshen it up. So
Yeah.
that's why I bought it.
Not all the time do you have to wash your knitwear.
No.
If you don't get it dirty,
Yeah,
I
they're,
don't see
they're a
why
lot more
you need to-
breathable than your
than your regular clothes. Yeah, exactly. So why not savor your fibers longer in a sweater or a cardigan or something that you have, then keep washing it.
Yeah, so that was our day yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yeah.
And then today...
So today we started earlier.
Not as early as we have in the past because we didn't have to go as far and not as many shops.
Doc Knits has decided to close its shop down, and it decided now to close its online shop down.
Okay.
And I believe it's either end of July, I think they're done. And so they're trying to clear off everything off their online sites. But there was a new shop that was added, which was in Hanover, and it was called La Malane.
La Malane, yeah.
And it was a cute little shop.
It was very cute.
They've been there for a year and a half, and I believe it was two ladies that own it. It was a mixture of...
They had a really nice mix.
Yeah.
It was a
really hand-dyed
mix.
and...
Commercial,
your baby stuff, acrylic.
Yeah, but they had a really, really nice mix.
They carried Richard DeVry, which I like his stuff. They carried Lizzie Ann, Lichen and Lace.
Lichen and Lace, yeah.
Lichen and Lace. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Lichen?
I think Lichen, but
I don't know. You know, I'm bad with names.
Yeah,
so.
but yeah, we saw that because on the way there I had looked up on their Facebook and they had some posts and I saw that they had that there. A lot of times their colors are more muted.
I know.
So I was like, okay, I don't often look at that brand just because they tend to go for more muted colorways, which is fine because there's a lot of people who love that. I personally am not drawn to that. But then it seemed like they had some brighter colors too.
Yeah, she had some like nice pops of purples, but they were single skeins.
Yeah, and they weren't self-striping, and that's what I was looking for, self-striping. Yeah.
And I wasn't into single skeins.
Yeah. So you didn't get anything, right?
I didn't buy anything either.
I bought some stuff. Okay, so I had Avery with me, which can be...
good and bad.
Good and bad. She was very good. I have to say that because it was a long day,
It was.
and she was stuck in the car all day. So, and this wasn't, yarn shops aren't really her thing. So she was very good. So she saw this in a basket, and I was like, yeah, you know what? One of the projects I want to do this year is a new winter set for her, hat and cowl, and I think this will be perfect for probably the cowl because then you'll get all the stripes. So it's a sweet roll, and who's it by? Serdar Premier Yarns. The Premier Yarns Sweet Roll. It's acrylic. It's probably 100% acrylic or acrylic nylon or something. Yeah, 100% acrylic. Pinks and purples because
that's what she loves.
As we discussed with the buttons, those are her favorite colors. Yeah, and I think this will be perfect for a cowl. I picked that up. It was also very reasonably priced. And at that point, I wasn't really worried about maxing out my 12 skeins. So it wasn't like, oh, if I get this, I might not be out. I wasn't too worried about that. So I got that. I'm going to make her a cowl. And then, because we were looking at her Facebook, right? And I saw these on her Facebook post too. So I looked for these. And this is self-striping. So
it is. Is that Queensland?
It's online, Super Sock.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that.
And it's the color. See, now if I had just seen it like this, I'd been like, oh, that's pretty. Because you know me and my sunset colors. Like, I love my sunset. But it's the way they knit up. So they do kind of stripe in a fading gradient kind of way.
That's pretty.
And I just thought it was really, really pretty. So I saw this, I was like, nope, I'm going to get that too. So I think that's all I got there. It was 2 skeins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our first stop for today. Then we hopped in the car.
Actually, that wasn't our first stop.
Oh no, actually we missed one. So we went to Wool and Silk. Let's back up.
That was supposed to be we got to back up. That was supposed to be our first stop. And then on the way there, we actually passed another one and it was open. And I was like, should we just stop in there since it's there?
Exactly.
And it actually was good that we did. Yeah. Because they closed by the time we came back.
So Wool and Silk is in Shelburne.
Shelburne, yeah.
And I didn't buy anything.
I didn't buy anything in.
Okay. I didn't know.
But we popped in, and they have lovely stuff.
They do. Yeah. Usually I do buy something from there. Last year is when I got my Harriet yarn, the Juniper Maroon Harriet yarn, the alpaca that I had in just like a few months ago. I got that from there.
Yeah, I got stuff from there last year as well. So.
She has great stuff. But there was nothing that I needed that caught my eye that... Yeah, and plus it was the first shop, and I wanted to wait till
That's right, because
I wasn't sure.
You were looking for your tank top, and you didn't want to pick something out, and then get there and see something that you like better. And then we actually did try and go back to Shelburne on the way home because we passed it again, because you hadn't picked something out yet, but they were close by then.
I know. Yeah, probably a good thing. Yeah. Good thing one, I didn't have to spend that money. Good thing two. We hit in the morning, so that we were lucky because if not, then we would have missed out.
And then we would have been one shop short. You would have been one shop. Oh my gosh.
Short.
You would have been one shop short because you went to the berry stores.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the berry stores. I probably won't go. So I wouldn't care if I missed it. But you would have been like one short, and that kind of sucks. And you wouldn't want to drive all the way back up there. So that was good. Yeah.
And that's when we drove out to Loma Lane.
And then we went to Loma Lane.
Yeah. And then after Loma Lane,
we went to Owen Sound.
We went to Owen Sound, and that's what
Riverside or something.
Yarns?
I think so.
I don't have my.
I know. I didn't bring it.
My passport's already given in, so I don't have it. I really like her shop.
Yes.
And I was hoping there I'd find something.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I could find single things there, and I didn't buy anything.
I bought lots of stuff there for me. Like it's not
for her.
Yeah, for me. Like it was more than I thought, but that's fine. I had 12 skeins that I could buy, right? So I saw this in a basket, and I've seen people talk about these, and I've been wanting to try them. And it's basically like a mini sock blank. So it's like this tube that's knit up, and you unravel this. So you treat it like a sock blank, but instead of being this like big wide piece, it's like this long strip. And she actually had a sample of this started to see how it knits up, and it's a really nice striping effect. So that's what I got there. And a nice rainbow color. I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, that is nice.
So I don't have anything like this. So that kind of fit into what I was looking for. Mm-hmm. And then I knew I was going to look for these.
That's right.
I was hoping for the cords as well, but she didn't have the cords in the size that I use. Can you guess? Chiago mini twists. The tips. Because now I want all my socks on these needles.
I can see why.
These are 2.25 because sometimes I do work with thicker yarns or with color work socks. This is a better size for me. They didn't have a cord, so I will probably order 1 or 2 more cords from Acme Fibers, just so I have them, but she did have some tips, so I got those.
Sherry always usually has everything in stock.
Yeah. And then as I was checking out, she had these on the counter, and this is something I had seen on Instagram, and I was planning on getting anyway, and she had them, so I was like, oh, add this to my bill. But yeah, they look what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think they're just so cool. But they're like 2 little cakes, all ready to go to make matching socks. I don't care if they match, but that's what they're designed for, is 2 little cakes to make matching socks. And I love the sequence of stripes. I think it's really, really nice.
I like that you picked that one.
Yeah. So there's 3, and we were kind of, Avery was trying to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know what, I really like this one better. So we got that one.
One of them was just, kind of, they were all nice colors.
Yeah, there was 2 that I was kind of, like, one I could easily say, no, that's the one I like the least out of the 3. And then the other 2
or something.
I don't know. It had like I don't know, but there was 2 that I was like, oh, I kind of like both of these. And then when I looked at the cakes instead of the sock picture, there was a color.
Difference, isn't it?
Yeah, there was a green in there. Forest green I don't like, and there was a forest green in there, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with this sunset colors.
Yeah.
Have to do it. So that's what I got from there, and then we were down there.
Yeah. So she's been on a shopping spree the last 2 days. So next.
Well, I haven't bought anything at the shows that we've been at though.
I know. That's
so
true.
This is okay. Like.
So we hopped in the car again.
Yeah.
Literally drove about half an hour.
Yeah.
And we hit up Perfectly Yours.
Yeah, in Meaford.
Which is in Meaford.
Yeah.
And
what did I get there? You didn't buy anything there.
No.
They don't have a lot of yarn there. It's mostly fabrics.
Well, they have yarn, but I think it's more.
They don't have a lot though.
Stuff.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of yarn though.
Yeah.
Like they have a section,
one
of yarn,
row.
Or they have a wall and like a bit of yarn.
Yeah.
And it's mostly
all fabric.
sewing.
Yeah.
So I had picked these up, something similar to this.
These last year.
Either last year or the year before, and I decided to get some more. So they're these metallic filaments, and I use these when I do my spinning to, I'll take a single ply and then ply it with this, and it just adds sparkle, and then it also wraps around the single ply. So yeah, I've actually used the other ones that I bought before, and I do like the effect of them. So I bought these 2. Yeah. Nice turquoise and then an opal.
That turquoise is stunning. The opal is going to be unique too, depending on what you
I think that's just going to add some sheen.
Oh, for sure.
But the turquoise will really add something depending on what I use.
Depending on what you use it, definitely.
Yep. So that's what we bought.
So that was
there.
a really quick stop.
Mm-hmm.
We hopped in the car again, and we drove to Creemore after that.
Creemore House of Stitches.
Are we not missing one in between there?
I don't think so.
No.
Because those 2 are really close together. Those were the last 2.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure. So yeah, Creemore House of Stitches, and that also is a cute little store.
It's mostly sewing.
90% sewing.
Yeah.
95% sewing.
I was going to say
maybe.
95 maybe?
Yeah, 95% sewing. She's a little section again, mostly acrylic in there.
She had some really nice cashmere blends.
Yeah, Urban Yarns was her cashmere blend that she had.
And she had one skein of a local indie dye.
She did. I don't know who it was. Yeah. It was a Creemore indie dyer.
She said she's getting more in, but she had there's a local girl who did dyed up some yarn.
It was really nice. I would have bought it, but she already started knitting with it, so I guess she was showing a sample of it, but she didn't have any in stock, and that's something I would have bought. It was a local Creemore indie dyer, and she also had what was it? handmaiden yarn. So she had the yarn crawl yarn.
Yeah, all
there.
the stores
and
had,
she had all three bases.
The color. They did a color for the Lakeside yarn crawl, and all the stores had it.
Not many colors.
Yeah,
the blues are gorgeous
we were kind of talking how it'd be nice if each store had a color.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, doing like a mini skein.
Mini skeins. If each store had a mini skein that they had dyed for them.
Yeah.
So they were all different colors. I would totally buy a mini skein for each store.
Then at least you're spending money at each store and doing something different.
But it's just something small. And
you could add it to create whatever you want with
or
it.
you can use it for socks or whatever. But everybody had the same color for this particular. And it was one that neither of us, it didn't appeal to us.
A lot of people didn't, like even the yarn shop people I was talking to, they were like, oh, it's interesting. It's a nice color.
Bad. It was blues and stuff.
The blues are gorgeous. It was that yellowy, I don't know, yellowy greenish,
ochre,
and
maybe,
then like and then it had like a mauve in there.
Now, Wool and Silk Co. had a sample done up.
Hers was stunning.
And it really showed it off well.
Yeah,
she paired it with a dark. It was a charcoal or a black.
It was a black.
It
she did
really
a shawl.
showed the color.
So it looked like stained glass,
mm-hmm.
and that's what made it look really nice.
Yeah,
and
I think the stores really needed to have samples of that because you just look at it in the skein, you're kind of like,
it's kind
of dull.
Yeah. So most of the stores had samples that we went to. Eliza's had a sample of it knit up, and so some of them did. Some of them started just like a sock, but at least you get to see it knit up. It does look a bit different knit up. I have to say it's better because the blues pop more. So definitely. So
you didn't buy anything.
I didn't buy anything.
I bought some bobbins.
Oh, actually, no, I did buy something.
You did buy something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did. So I bought some bobbins because if you do a lot of sewing, you can always use more bobbins.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I bought a looks like a diaper pin. I bought this as a shawl pin for myself, and what I want to do is on here, because I was looking for something that wasn't gold or wasn't silver, and this is more like a pewter color
kind of,
like a charcoal,
antique gunmetal.
That's the word. Yes, that'd be the perfect word. And so up here, because it's so blah, I thought I can get some nice clear glue and put some nice stones on it, some blingy stones on there, and make it all shimmery. And so that way you can go with any of my shawls, and I can have a shawl pin that's actually nice, and hopefully it won't get caught up in the diaper pin circle part at the bottom here. But yeah, so that's what I got. That was my whole big buy. Woohoo! That was nice though. And then across the street from there is one of my favorite tea shops.
I took Avery to a toy store.
Yeah.
And she went to a tea shop.
Yeah, see, she was at the kid toy store and I was at the adult toy store. So Clearview Tea Company is across the street. And this is one of their blends that they make, Pretty River Fruit Blend. And I love it. This is a herbal tea. And I bought this last year. I drank it all. It tastes amazing, hot and cold.
Cool.
And of course I had to get a cup to go because I was hoping maybe that would help my head. While taking more drugs on the road, it's always good. So this is excellent. It's one of my favorite. Now they ship. I don't know if they ship to the States, but they do ship within Canada. And they have a website. It's www.clearviewtea.ca. And it's awesome. Like really nice. Really nice. Not too sweet. Nothing. I don't put any sugars in it. I drink it just black like that. And it was really enjoyable. So that was our last yarn shop, because then we went back to see if we can pop into
the one in
Wool and
Shelburne,
Silk,
and they were
Shelburne,
closed.
and they were closed. They closed at 4 on Saturday, just so you know. Yeah. That was another thing we had a recommendation for.
Yes,
is in the Lakeside Yarn Crawl on their
if the organizers are watching,
please add
on the passport. Just put maybe for the Saturday, because I think most people would be doing it on Saturday. Just put the shop hours under each shop.
Yeah. For Saturday, Sunday, just to let people know. I think it would be a helpful thing, because we were trying to look things up, and some places we don't have internet.
Yeah, well, I had to use the data on my phone just to check, or we'd have to call the store, or whatever. But so if it just had a little section for the hour, then
that'd be great.
Even just on the weekend,
just to know. Yeah, exactly. So that was it for our yarn crawl.
That was it for our yarn crawl, and I just have
fun day.
One other thing. Yeah, it's tiring.
Plus, my migraine doesn't help now that I've had it for 4 days, and the last 2 days we've been driving. Oh, I've been driving. Yeah. She's been the passenger.
Yeah. I'm a good passenger.
And,
I sit in a car very well.
She sits in the car. Doesn't talk a lot.
No. Sometimes.
So I can listen to music, and then...
The scenery's really nice, though, in that time.
I know. It's so pretty.
We saw a deer.
We saw a male deer, actually, with the antlers and all.
With the big antlers, just standing in the middle of a field.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
There was just lots to look at.
It was, and it was a lot of fun to just go through, because we went through Hanover, and so that was all new for us. But it's so picturesque. Like, I really enjoy that.
And it was a good day for it.
And it's all back roads, which is a lot of fun for me, because I enjoy driving on them too. But it was great. We had sunny days for both days, and the weather was great. Can't complain about that. And Avery was really, really good.
She was really good. Because last year, I think we had to bring her. It was either last year or the year before. We had to bring her. I remember her being at Wool and Silk Co. I don't remember which year it was.
I don't know if that's...
I don't
know if that's last year.
I don't know because it wasn't for a whole thing. We didn't have to take her. So it must have been when we just went up for like 3 shops or something.
Yeah.
And she just did not have the patience for it. But today, I mean, we left around 9 o'clock, 9:30, and we got back at like 5:30.
Yeah.
And she was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loaded her up with stuff in the car.
She's 6.5 now.
Yeah, I gave her a whole bunch of stuff to keep her busy.
And she was really good. No complaints from me.
But even in the stores, like she was good in the car, but even in the stores.
In the stores, yeah, she was great.
Yeah. She had to go around and find the softest things.
Yeah, the softest
That was
yarn.
the thing that she had to do.
Which was funny because at River City,
she kept going to these itchy things. She'd go up to like mohair and be like, "Mommy, feel this. Oh my god, it's so soft."
But you didn't like the mohair? I didn't find it soft.
I don't find mohair soft. And then she'd go up to this like rustic wool and be like, "Oh, this is so soft." But I'm like,
and it was funny because the lady at Riverside Yarn showed her the Harriet yarn, the alpaca I just knit up with, and she was like, "Oh, that's soft."
Yeah, everything.
But there was mohair at the counter there, and that's where I got to see it. It makes my hand
she thought that was soft too. I don't find that soft. I don't find mohair.
It was soft, but I don't know if it's softer than the alpaca. I think the alpaca.
No, I don't think it is, but I don't find it soft at all. Like, I just don't find it. So anyway, yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, so I think that was it for our yarn crawl. We're done. We're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
The yarn crawl. Next year, we might try the other yarn crawl.
We're going to try the other one.
Do the cottage country yarn crawl, because this year we won't have to do it. New shops. Try something new. Why not?
Yeah. New drive, new shops, new...
It'll be fun.
New, like, just...
New area to look at, you know, picturesque area, and maybe different, not as busy as this side, too, because this is very... Well, even though that side's cottage country, but this side's also cottage country. You know, so it was different. I like different. I like to try something different, so that would be fun to do. So that was it for me. I have no other purchases.
I have one other thing.
No?
Just one other thing, and then we are done. So this week on Monday was my birthday, and yesterday, no, not yesterday, my timing is off, man. Wednesday, so like a few days ago, my mom and Avery and I went up to Guelph to visit my godmother. We had a lovely day.
Oh, really
and
nice.
In Guelph downtown, there is a really, really nice yarn shop
All
called All Strung Out, which you had just recently been to.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons I wanted to go, because you showed your yarn. And it was by a local dyer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that is pretty. So when we were going up there, I was like, Mom, you know, can we go there? I can't buy any yarn because it doesn't fit my rules. And she's like, but I can buy you yarn because it's your birthday.
That's
I'm like,
right.
Okay, that sounds good to me. And I wanted some of the timber yarn. So I actually, because I know you asked me, you're like, oh, this isn't colors that I normally would pick.
No.
And I got this, and then I got one of the minis because she has these separately, and I just wanted them for heels and toes and stuff.
Okay.
The first one I picked up, and I was all set to get it, was gray and neons. So it was like
I saw that.
Neon pink.
I picked that one up too, and I put it back down.
A neon turquoise, and I think a neon green.
Yep.
And gray. And that's the first one I went for, and I picked a teal mini or something to go with it. And that's like, you know what? I have a lot of yarns. That is what I am immediately drawn to. I have a lot of yarns that are bright colors with gray. I don't have anything like this. And in the winter, I tend to wear gray leggings, and then black or gray or more muted. Like, I do wear color in the winter, but I wear more muted colors. And I just thought this would be something different than what I have that would go really well with my fall and winter wardrobe. So I got this one. So thank you, Mommy.
Can you see the two different purples in
there's
there?
There's two different browns. There's like a more grayish brown and then a warmer brown.
Yeah.
And then there's the two purples, like a burgundy and then a plum. And is it just the 4 colors? I don't know. But anyway, and then I got a navy. I thought that would contrast nicely.
That's nice.
But yeah, this was my birthday purchase from my mommy.
You picked up the same color yarn that I picked up when I first went there.
I know.
And I wanted something different. That's why I went with the other one. Because I wanted something different that was a little bit different.
I picked up the one you got too, and I was like, I think this is the one Tiffany got.
Yeah, but she has nice stuff. Yeah. And I just recommended her to that Llama Yarn shop, actually, to have them call and maybe bring some of their yarn in. Maybe. I'm not sure if she's exclusive with that shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She might only do it
on
for that
her
shop.
Instagram, on Timber Yarn's Instagram page, she says that she sells through that shop, so I don't know if she's just exclusive to All Strung Out or not. Yeah. But that's a great shop. Did you see all their lace shawls all like on the top of the walls?
Probably not. Shawls don't draw me in.
Oh my God! But they were all hand knit by the people in the shop.
I know, but I expect when I go into a yarn shop to see samples of shawls and stuff
everywhere.
And because I don't make shawls really.
Yeah.
They don't. My eye is not drawn to them.
They don't pop out.
It's just knitting.
To me, it was
in
just
my peripheral.
But yeah, but see, I look at them anyways just because I think they're pretty.
Yeah, but I just don't notice. I don't really notice them. Yeah.
So
I would have seen them, but not been like, ooh, look at that pattern. Like
there's only one that I still have on my list from there.
Yeah.
So that was it.
That's it.
That's all.
Those are all our acquisitions. I got a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of photographing.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
A lot of photographing.
New word.
To do to get them, because once I got all my stash up in Ravelry. As soon as I get new stuff, I photograph and put it up there, because then it just keeps the whole process easier. So I have a lot of photos to take and get these up and loaded. And even with all our knitting this year, I still have not made a dent in my total, but that's another story.
I don't think, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have or not.
I haven't.
I have a yarn that I haven't entered into Ravelry yet, actually, talking about taking pictures.
Yeah.
It's just, I want to knit. That takes me a while to enter those pictures in.
I know, but if you keep up with it, it doesn't take that long. That's the problem.
I
This
know.
is going to take, I'm going to have to do this, but yeah, anyway.
I think that was on my list for to do tomorrow, is take the pictures of some of the yarn that I bought and put in Ravelry.
Yeah, I got to do that. I might do that tomorrow too.
Knit tomorrow. Maybe someone can help me with this Jody shawl.
Someone out there, please help her with her Jody shawl.
Please, I want to finish it. I really enjoy it. And if I can't finish it, I don't know. I don't want the lace pattern to be off and skewed up, right? Like that's, it's a lace section. It's not like you can, if you mess that up, you'll see it. You know what I mean? So hopefully someone can help me out with that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's it.
That's it.
Well, thank you for watching us, and happy knitting. And please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And we hope to see you next time. So have a great day. Happy knitting. Until the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye.